Hello, this is Pharoid. I'm a crafter on the Fantasy Grounds Forge, and I'm going to show you how to make a subsector using the new module that I'm making for the Cepheus engine. Um, and let's get started. Let's see. So for modules, you want obviously the Cepheus engine rule set. You have to buy that, and then the module Cepheus engine core rules is also on the Forge. You'll probably want to buy that most likely because it's got the rules and items and descriptions, everything. So that's basically the rule book. Um, the one I, the one I'm working on right now is called Project Sci-Fi. Currently, that's a working title, but it's probably the one I'll go with because I don't want to redo half the stuff I've already called Project Sci-Fi. Anyway, let's take a look. First thing you want to do is go to Images. There's a whole bunch of categories, but you want to pick Game Aids, and most of the things that I'm creating for you to create, like planet maps and geohex and subsectors, all have the name template in them. So this one's currently called Subsector Template 1. That's probably what it'll be called when I release. But I keep finding little issues, so maybe even find them while I'm doing this. Anyway, first thing you want to do is probably make a copy of the template, so you'll be editing something new, and it won't get overwritten on any kind of update. Go ahead and open that up. Make it bigger. There. And open it for editing. And call it whatever. My subsector. Now I tried to do like a template base so you could just add the planets and the other assets in the map area here. I'll show you a couple of different templates. You can actually add your own background. That space background there is, I think it's this one. Yeah. So you can load in your own uh, space background and throw it in there in the background, just like this one. If you don't like that, there's going to be different optional templates. Uh, this one needs a little work. It's a little hard to see, but it's getting there. So that's white on white or white and white. This one's white with the black. Get rid of that. White with the black hex. So if you had a lighter space background, you could use you'd have the black hex there still. This one's just black with white, black with black hex. And this one's just kind of a techie one with the white hex. We'll work with this one, I guess. You can also get rid of the numbers if you want. They're in their own layer. Anyway, let's get to the dropping some planets in there. So we go to Assets, Project Sci-Fi, Game Aids, and Subsector Maps. There's planets. Currently, these are the planets. I might add some more before release. They got planets, asteroid belt, some of the base uh, jump routes, and the travel zones, like an amber zone and a red zone. So I think these are 100 by 100. These and the hexes are 100 by 100. So let's just grab like an Earth one. So what we want to do, or usually I put them in folders. So we'll just call this one Terran. Actually, let's do a different one. I've been working on what to put over here. There's different subsectors that have different descriptions over there. So I think I'm going to go with, oops, not that one, but something like this one. Rich Agricultural. Traveler Map uses these, so I think I'll go with those. And you probably want the white X. Good. There we go. All right. Now we got the right template. We want to create, I usually create a folder. So, got a folder. I don't know, we'll call this one Rich Agricultural. Rich Ag. And this. Oops. So we open up the layers. We're going to drop it in there in the tile. So we grab it here, drag it over, drop it in there. And it's at 1.0. So if we drop it in right now, it should fill the whole hex. And that's not really what we want. So I found that like 0.4 works pretty good. So if you set that at 0.4 and drop your planets in and put that kind of planet wherever you want to put it. You can pre-generate one and copy it over and whatever you want to do. Traveler map is awesome. I use it, but if you want to keep everything internal to Fantasy Grounds for whatever reason, whether you're making an adventure or just making your own subsector, or maybe you don't travel outside the subsector and traveler map that often, so your campaign is going to be isolated to one subsector. Why not drag it in, and so your players don't have to open up traveler map and dork around. But again, traveler map is pretty awesome. Okay, so we got the Terran maps. I mean, you can add any other kind of planet, obviously, so just create another folder and put it in there. Or not. Don't just put it in there and not create another folder, but it's better to keep it a little organized. Well, I don't know, we'll call this one vacuum. I think that's spelled right. And this one, drag it in the tile. You want to set it at 0.4. At least that's what I'm setting mine at. Seems to fit the best with the other stuff that we're going to be adding later. Put that, I don't know, here, 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 there, wherever. And we'll just add one of these for yucks. 0.4. Oops. Don't want it there. There, and there. Alright, that's a good start. Just for this test. And we'll make one a red zone. Red zone is a 1.0, so you don't have to mess with that. It should fit. Let's say maybe this one's a red zone. Just click anywhere near the middle of the tile to put it in the right spot. Make that one a red zone, whatever. Make a amber zone. Whatever you want to do. I don't have all the bases in there. I think I've got these 4. I don't have the research station or the R and the red scoutway station, although we probably could tint this one red. The little things I don't have done yet, but seem to take forever. Anyway, here's an asteroid belt. I think it was like 0.6. That's what I used before. So yeah, that's good enough. See, there's a couple asteroid belts out here. So we got a base. You don't have to mess with the size on that one probably. It's scout base. Just put one there, put one there, put one there, put one there. And jump routes. Let's add okay, so just add the jump route. You shouldn't have to mess with the size on this one either. And let's put here, and then rotate it. Route between those two. And we got the crooked jump route for, I don't know, maybe like this. Between the hot planet and that one. And you get the idea. And if you want to change the planets, you can also, these are rendered in. I'll probably change that eventually and just make these planets over here in the legend. Probably make those put those in a layer and just make a shrunken version of one of these. But if you want rich agriculture, vacuum, or any one of these to be some other planet, you could just uh, make a planet or just grab one of these. Like say, let's do one of these green ones. Let's say we want water present to be green, or corrosive, that's better, to be green. So we could actually put it in right now it's at 1.0. And zoom in. You can barely see the one that's there anyway. Hold down shift, shrink it. Hold down control, move it over. Shrink it a little more. Right about there. Oops. Dang. My mouse got away from me. Hold down control. So it's not snapping gears. There, now that's corrosive, supposedly. Oh, I moved the whole map. Oh my gosh. There we go. Enough control Z's got us back. But we there we go. Okay, let's hold down control, put that where it was. And again, control Z is it like undo, and it usually works for most functions. Luckily it worked for in this case. So then we'll put the corrosive, what's now corrosive up there, put it at 0.4. And drop it in, some corrosives. I'll probably add some more templates as I move on and play with it. The more stuff I make using these templates and stuff for my worlds and subsectors, the more I'm noticing that I want. So anyway, that's really it. I don't think I can think of anything else. It's pretty simple. I'm linking them to uh, the RefMan page right now. So let's see. Some reference manual, which is in progress. So what I'll do is just link one of these planets, put a pin there, and it'll link to one of these pages. And in one of these pages, of course, for the planet that it's linked to, it'll have like an image and description and all this stuff. Which you'd be able to just link it. So let's say if this one's Trimbo. Let's say this one's Trimbo. Then click it, oops, put it in play mode. You click it, and it'll bring up Trimbo and there'll be information there. But that's really it. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. Even when you screw up and move it around by accident, you just control Z out of it as you saw. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Happy gaming.